In the heart of Austin, Texas, a tragic car crash unfolded on a bustling street corner, leaving the community in shock. The collision involved two vehicles, one of which was driven by a local resident whose actions sparked a heated debate about responsibility and negligence. The aftermath was chaotic. Emergency services rushed to the scene, and witnesses gathered to help piece together what had transpired. Among them was an unlikely observer, a 6-year-old girl, who stood at the edge of the fray, her wide eyes taking in the chaos around her. This little girl, named Emily, had been walking home from school, clutching her favorite stuffed animal when she witnessed the accident. The sound of crunching metal and shattering glass resonated deeply in her mind, but it wasn't just fear that gripped her. There was a curiosity that began to take root as she processed the events unfolding before her. Although she was small in stature, her perspective was uniquely insightful. As the only eyewitness to the incident, Emily found herself thrust into a significant role when the court case commenced. The crash prompted legal proceedings where questions of liability and blame loomed large. As attorneys debated over evidence and testimonies, Emily's presence became paramount. The courtroom atmosphere was tense. Seasoned lawyers prepared their strategies while the families involved anxiously awaited the verdict. It was clear that Emily's account could prove crucial in unraveling the truth behind the accident. As she took her place on the witness stand, the weight of expectation hung heavily in the air. Little did anyone know that this 6-year-old girl was about to change the course of the trial, showcasing not only her understanding of what she had witnessed but also her remarkable intelligence. The judge, intrigued by Emily's potential insights, would soon devise an unconventional method to draw out her testimony, a game called Truth or Lie. The legal proceedings following the car crash were complex, as they revolved around determining fault and accountability in a situation fraught with ambiguity. In such cases, eyewitness testimonies are vital. They serve as the foundation for establishing a narrative and guiding the court's decisions. Eyewitnesses can provide crucial details that might otherwise be lost, and their accounts often help fill in critical gaps that police reports and physical evidence alone cannot address. In this instance, Emily's testimony was uniquely significant. Courtrooms traditionally approach the accounts of minors with caution due to concerns over their understanding of the events they witnessed and their ability to articulate them. However, the legal system recognizes that young witnesses, particularly those whose perspectives are unobscured by adult biases, can offer remarkably candid insights. As legal teams prepared for the trial, they faced an added layer of complexity in evaluating Emily's credibility. The defense aimed to discredit her viewpoint based on her age, arguing that a 6-year-old might misinterpret the chaos of an accident. Conversely, the prosecution sought to highlight her unique position as an innocent observer untouched by preconceived notions about guilt or innocence. This tug-of-war over her reliability underscored the delicate balance attorneys must strike when working with young witnesses. During preliminary sessions, legal experts discussed the importance of employing age-appropriate methods to draw out testimony from minors. The judge's decision to incorporate a game like Truth or Lie reflected an innovative approach designed to both engage Emily and ensure her comfort in sharing what she had seen. As these discussions unfolded, anticipation built around how this little girl would navigate her pivotal role in the courtroom and contribute to an unfolding story that was anything but ordinary. Emily, the 6-year-old witness to the tragic car crash, was more than just a bystander caught in an unexpected situation. She was a curious and perceptive child with a vivid imagination. From an early age, Emily had shown a keen interest in the world around her. Her parents often marveled at her natural ability to absorb information, asking thoughtful questions about everything from animals to the stars. She loved reading books filled with colorful illustrations and adventurous tales, which sparked her creativity and fostered a deep thinking mind. In addition to her inquisitive nature, Emily possessed a unique emotional intelligence for her age. She was able to empathize with others easily, often noticing when friends or family were feeling down and trying her best to cheer them up with her tiny antics. This trait allowed her to connect deeply with people, giving her insights into their feelings that many adults sometimes overlooked. Emily's experiences also extended beyond academics. She thrived in environments that encouraged learning through play. Whether it was role-playing as a doctor or creating intricate stories during playtime, she embraced opportunities to explore different perspectives. Such imaginative play not only nurtured her creativity but developed critical thinking skills that would later serve her well in the courtroom. Moreover, Emily had recently participated in a local science fair where she impressed judges with her project on how clouds form. Engaging in such activities not only showcased her intelligence but fostered a sense of confidence that would become invaluable during the trial. As she stepped onto the witness stand, it was evident that this little girl wasn't just an innocent observer. She embodied a blend of curiosity, empathy, and intellect that made her perspective essential for unraveling the truth behind the accident. Her background set the stage for an impactful courtroom experience, one that would challenge perceptions of what a young child could contribute in matters of law and justice. As the courtroom convened, the atmosphere buzzed with anticipation surrounding Emily's upcoming testimony. Judge Thompson, known for his unconventional methods and empathetic demeanor, recognized that the standard questioning techniques might not resonate with a 6-year-old child. Traditional courtroom settings could often intimidate young witnesses, and he wanted to ensure that Emily felt comfortable sharing her experience. Drawing on his understanding of child psychology, Judge Thompson decided to introduce a game, Truth or Lie, to elicit Emily's testimony. This approach was refreshing and innovative. Rather than focusing on the rigidity of legal procedures, it allowed for an engaging interaction that could help Emily express herself more freely. The judge explained the game in simple terms, emphasizing that she could respond in whichever way felt right to her while making it fun by framing questions about the events she observed. The unusual strategy immediately lightened the mood in the courtroom. Rather than standing before a panel of serious adults, Emily faced a game that encouraged playfulness and honesty. The judge posed questions regarding her memories of the accident, allowing moments for laughter and thoughtfulness. He watched intently as Emily navigated through her answers. Her expressive communication style hinted at her intelligence and awareness. As Emily began to reveal details through this playful dialogue, the judge found himself more engrossed than he had anticipated. Each response conveyed not only what she witnessed but also reflected her reasoning abilities, a glimpse into a young mind capable of analyzing complex situations with clarity. It quickly became evident that this approach was yielding richer insights than typical interrogative methods might have produced. Judge Thompson marveled at how effectively Truth or Lie transformed a potentially intimidating experience into an opportunity for genuine expression, setting the stage for a riveting trial where a little girl's voice would challenge traditional perceptions of credibility in legal contexts. As Emily settled onto the witness stand, the courtroom fell into an expectant hush. Judge Thompson smiled warmly at her to ease any lingering nerves and began explaining the rules of Truth or Lie. He emphasized that all she had to do was answer honestly about what she remembered, framing each question as a playful challenge. This immediately engaged Emily's attention. Her wide eyes sparkled with curiosity as she absorbed the game's simple premise. "Okay, Emily," Judge Thompson began. "I'm going to ask you some questions, and you can tell me if what I say is the truth or a lie. Are you ready?" She nodded eagerly. "Great! Here's the first one. The crash happened on a sunny day with blue skies." Emily paused for a moment, her brow furrowing as she recalled the day of the accident. "That's a lie," she responded matter-of-factly. "It was cloudy and gray." The judge chuckled, impressed not just with her accurate memory but also her confidence. The exchange flowed seamlessly as he continued to pose questions, each one illuminating different facets of the event. He asked about sounds she heard, sights she saw, and feelings she felt in the aftermath of the crash. As they moved through the game, Emily's answers became more detailed and nuanced. "What about when the cars crashed? Did it make a loud noise?" he probed. "Yes," Emily replied, her voice rising with excitement. "It sounded like a big boom. I was scared." The courtroom listened intently, bundled in a palpable mix of tension and fascination. Through Judge Thompson's lighthearted inquiries, Emily transformed her memories into vivid scenes that painted a clearer picture of what had transpired that day. The playfulness of the game allowed her to express both her recollections and feelings without fear, and it gradually became evident that she was articulating insights far beyond her age. With each response, the judge noted how adeptly Emily navigated complex questions, her reasoning illuminating her high level of intelligence. It was becoming clear not only that Emily held crucial details about the accident but that this unconventional method was helping reveal an extraordinary young mind capable of understanding and conveying her reality in ways that no standard testimony could capture. As the game progressed, it became increasingly evident that Emily's responses were revealing layers of understanding that surpassed typical expectations for someone her age. When Judge Thompson asked her whether the drivers had been speeding, Emily thought for a moment before responding. "Yes, but I think they didn't mean to. They were both in a hurry." This nuanced insight not only demonstrated her ability to reason about human behavior but also showcased a level of empathy towards the involved parties. In another instance, when questioned about whether she felt scared during the crash, she emphatically stated, "I was scared, but I also wanted to help. I called for my mom right away." This ability to articulate her emotions alongside an understanding of the urgency of the situation impressed everyone in the courtroom. It highlighted not just her emotional intelligence but also her instinctive grasp of the seriousness of the crash, elements that would become pivotal in understanding the accident's impact. Moreover, Emily's responses reflected a remarkable clarity in distinguishing between fact and fabrication. Judge Thompson playfully incorporated questions that would typically require a level of critical thinking, such as asking if she thought someone else could have caused the accident. Emily replied, "No, that's not right. It was just the two cars." Her firm stance indicated her solid grasp on the facts and the ability to perceive straightforward truths from embellished narratives. As the game continued, Emily began to provide additional context about how she had seen one driver swerve moments before the impact. This detail was crucial. It demonstrated not only her capacity for observational detail but also her innate ability to connect dots that even seasoned adults might overlook in stressful situations. Witnessing such clear and pertinent insights unfold before them not only captivated those in attendance but also painted Emily as an extraordinary child equipped with an understanding that belied her age. The courtroom atmosphere shifted as it gradually became clear that Emily was not merely a witness. She was a legal mind in her own right, helping clarify complex realities through her youthful perspective. As Emily continued her testimony, the reactions of those present in the courtroom shifted dramatically. Lawyers who had initially entered with skepticism began to exchange glances of astonishment. The defense attorney, known for his rigorous cross-examinations, sat back in his chair, momentarily speechless as he absorbed the depth of Emily's insights. His usual demeanor of control and confidence was replaced by a palpable tension. Clearly, he hadn't anticipated such articulate responses from a 6-year-old. Family members watching from the gallery wore expressions of pride and disbelief. Emily's parents exchanged glances filled with emotion. They knew their daughter was bright, but witnessing her navigate the complexity of legal questioning in such a mature manner was astonishing. Her mother wiped away tears of joy, while her father nodded vigorously, beaming with pride at how remarkably well Emily was handling herself. Courtroom officials, clerks and bailiffs, who typically remained stoic, were visibly captivated by the young girl's ability to command attention and respect. They leaned in closer, straining to hear every word she spoke, captivated not just by her responses, but by her unyielding confidence. Even the stenographer seemed momentarily distracted from their task, attempting to capture every detail of this unexpected display of intellect. Judge Thompson couldn't hide his admiration as he watched Emily thrive under his gentle questioning. The initial concerns about whether she could adequately convey what she had witnessed gave way to a deep appreciation for her clarity and composure. He found himself smiling frequently, understanding that this little girl was reshaping the narrative not only of the case but also of what it means to give testimony. As each insight flowed from Emily's lips, a sense of wonder settled over the courtroom. This little girl wasn't merely recounting events. She was providing clarity that would resonate far beyond the walls of that courtroom. It became evident that her incredible intelligence and composure were leaving an indelible mark on everyone present, shifting perceptions about child witnesses and their potential impact on legal proceedings. Emily's testimony had a profound impact on the trajectory of the trial, reshaping arguments around liability and responsibility in ways that no one had anticipated. Her articulate descriptions of the events leading up to the crash provided critical insights that began to clarify the circumstances surrounding the accident. As she recounted her observations, the courtroom buzzed with tension. It was clear that her perspective was shifting the focus of the case. The defense team, initially poised to downplay the seriousness of their client's actions, found their arguments increasingly difficult to sustain against Emily's clear and confident assertions. When she described witnessing one driver swerve just before the impact, it not only confirmed the prosecution's narrative but also painted a picture of recklessness. This pivotal moment led the defense to reconsider their strategy, realizing that they could not dismiss the child's insights as naive or uninformed. Conversely, the prosecution seized on Emily's emotional honesty and clarity as key elements in establishing a sense of urgency and responsibility. They skillfully incorporated her testimony into their arguments, using her words to frame the driver's actions as not merely unfortunate but preventable, a point that would resonate well with the jury. Emily's ability to convey complex emotions, such as fear and empathy, added weight to their claims about the psychological impact of reckless driving on innocent bystanders. As discussions unfolded during the trial, Emily's influence became clear. Lawyers began referencing her statements as critical evidence. The courtroom atmosphere shifted from doubt about a child witness's credibility to an acknowledgement of her pivotal role in the pursuit of justice. The judge himself took note, appreciating not just the clarity of her testimony but how it illuminated broader themes of accountability and awareness in driving behavior. Ultimately, Emily's unexpected intelligence and insight transformed her from a young girl recounting a traumatic event into an essential pillar of the case. Her clarity and authenticity inspired both legal teams and jurors alike, prompting them to examine their own perceptions about children's roles in legal matters and how such perspectives could influence outcomes and opinions on liability in future cases. The case surrounding Emily's testimony sparked vital conversations about the role of child witnesses in the legal system and their potential influence in shaping outcomes. Traditionally, there has been hesitancy in acknowledging the validity of young children's testimonies due to concerns over their comprehension and reliability. However, Emily's experience illustrated that children possess a unique perspective that can yield crucial insights into events they witness, often unclouded by adult biases. This case serves as a reminder that children, even as young as 6, can articulate their thoughts and feelings with clarity if provided with the appropriate environment. Judge Thompson's innovative approach to a game allowed Emily to engage in a way that felt safe and enjoyable, ultimately leading to a powerful representation of her views. Such methods could revolutionize how courts assess the testimonies of young witnesses, proving that with the right tools, children can offer profound truths regarding complex situations. Moreover, Emily's testimony emphasized the need for legal systems to adapt and be more inclusive of all voices, especially those often overlooked. Her successful navigation of the courtroom dynamics inspired legal professionals to reassess how they approach cases involving minors. The courtroom's response to her insights highlighted shifting societal attitudes towards valuing children's opinions as critical contributions rather than naive observations. The implications extend beyond just this particular trial. They encourage broader acceptance of child witnesses as credible sources who can provide valuable accounts in similar circumstances. This paradigm shift can foster an environment where children's voices are not only heard but respected, paving the way for enhanced advocacy for young individuals who find themselves entangled in legal matters. By recognizing their potential impact, the justice system can improve its methods, leading to more holistic and informed outcomes that consider all perspectives involved. The court case surrounding Emily's testimony stands as a landmark moment in the evolving landscape of legal proceedings involving child witnesses. Her ability to articulate her experiences and insights not only illuminated the events of that fateful day but also emphasized vital themes of justice, childhood intelligence, and innovative approaches to legal processes. This case powerfully illustrated that children, when equipped with supportive environments and appropriate methods, can convey complex truths that challenge established notions of reliability in testimony. Throughout the trial, Emily transformed from a mere child into an unexpected key player in the pursuit of justice. She defied age-related stereotypes by showcasing a high level of emotional intelligence and observational prowess, which shifted the dynamics of the courtroom. Her poise and clarity prompted legal professionals to reconsider their approaches when engaging with young witnesses, fostering a growing recognition that such perspectives can be essential for understanding events accurately. Judge Thompson's creative choice to introduce the game, truth or lie, served as a pivotal tool in extracting meaningful testimony from a 6-year-old, demonstrating how innovation in legal practice can make significant differences in outcomes. This approach not only made Emily feel more at ease but also encouraged other legal systems to adopt similar strategies that respect children's voices while ensuring their insights are heard. In reflecting on this unique court case, it becomes clear that its ramifications extend well beyond its immediate impact on the trial itself. By embracing children's contributions to legal proceedings, society takes a crucial step towards promoting inclusivity and advocating for underrepresented voices. As Emily's story reverberates through discussions about child witnesses, it serves as both inspiration and motivation for a future where every individual's perspective holds weight, making for a more just and understanding world. In this way, Emily's experience is not just about one child's testimony. It's a clarion call for recognizing the potential inherent in young minds and adapting our systems accordingly.